organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up tonight on Daily Iowan TV, we sort out the campus demand for Rose Bowl tickets.
Plus, the University of Iowa will soon say goodbye to an unintentional misconception.
We take it to the wrestling mat here in sports.
Coming up, Iowa wrestling faces their second Big Ten opponent of the season. Let's see if they can remain undefeated.
All that and more headed your way.
Daily Iowan TV starts now. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alara Bartlett.
I'm Austin Love. Despite the growing excitement about Iowa's first Rose Bowl appearance since 1990, not everyone will be able to follow the team out to Pasadena. Tickets to the game are a hot commodity right now and are now selling at a high speed. Daily Iowan TV's reporter Katie Sextro has more.
Iowa went through their first loss of the season to Michigan State in the Big Ten Championship, but that means for the first time in over 20 years, the Hawkeyes are headed to the Rose Bowl. Tickets for the bowl went on sale shortly after the announcement Sunday afternoon. Ticketmaster released tickets to the public at 10 a.m. Tuesday, and they were gone within seconds. Literally. Fans on Twitter tweeted that they couldn't get tickets just 30 seconds after 10. On websites like StubHub, Price Saver Tickets, and Vivid Seats, you'll find tickets ranging from $575 to $5,000. The university is allowing students, season ticket holders, donors, and fans to request tickets for $150. But as of now, there are only 22,000 tickets available and over 50,000 requests. Now the university is attempting to get more tickets from the bowl, but will not know if they will get them until this weekend.
There is a priority point system set up in athletics that allows us to view folks' priority points, which consist of donations to athletics, years of purchase of season football tickets, alumni status, and varsity club status.
Whoever has the most points will receive tickets. The deadline to request a ticket through the university is Thursday, December 10th at 5 p.m. Fans will find out Monday the 14th by email if their ticket requests were fulfilled. Reporting from the Hanson Football Performance Center, Katie Sextro, Daily Iowan TV.
Until December 13th, Space Place Theater in North Hall is the home to the 2015 Dance Gala. UI dancers perform in 6 compositions, put together by students working with outside professional expertise. This is the largest production by the dance department. Even if every artistic concept is not understood, it is easy to appreciate the grace of the uniform movements on stage. Student tickets cost just $5, and some classes offer class credit for attending.
Before ISIS was defined as the Islamic State of Iraq and Levant, the University of Iowa students knew it as Iowa Student Information System. Officials are looking to change the name in these next few months because of the negative connotations surrounding the name, not to mention concerns of accidentally clicking the wrong site when Googling it. Some UI students are glad the school is taking action.
I feel uncomfortable typing in ISIS because it's a pretty big deal right now, and I don't know, it's really like, when I think about it, I think of negative things, not necessarily my schooling.
I mean, I feel like it's kind of weird, but like that it's been like that for a long time.
The UI hopes to launch the new system during the spring semester. Officials do not have a new name in place and don't know how much the new site will cost.
Of the many different foreign languages offered at the UI, there is one that is often overlooked by students. For some, fulfilling the foreign language general education requirement means learning Swahili, a native language to over 5 million people in Africa. Daily Iowan TV's Austin Bramley has the details.
Blondina Kaduma, a Tanzanian native, moved to the United States in 1984. And by 1991, she had started the Swahili program at the University of Iowa.
My job is to inspire and empower students and get them all excited to learn Swahili.
She gets students excited each and every day by her unique teaching style and passion she brings to the classroom.
It's really important as a teacher, you get to understand each individual in your classroom and help them, progress rather than using one style in which you're the professor and they're just students.
Now, while there are plenty of classrooms and plenty of professors that call Phillips Hall their home here on the campus of the University of Iowa, you won't find a more unique classroom setting than Blondina Kaduma's Swahili class. If you're a student in Kaduma's classroom or walk by and hear this, there's a significant meaning behind it.
Actually, there's a song behind it, and it's like, congratulations for your effort, way to go.
If you are in Tanzania, the clapping routine is translated to this.
Hongera, imara, wa. And that, to me, is priceless.
For Kaduma, or Mama Kaduma, as most students refer to her as, teaching is also priceless.
To me, teaching is not just a job. Teaching should be a calling. If you're going to teach for money, then forget it.
Kaduma is going on 25 years of teaching at the University of Iowa. And as of right now, she doesn't have any plans on hanging it up.
I will keep teaching until I decide enough is enough. And my goal is that I would want to retire back to my own country because that's where I belong.
Austin Bramley, Daily Iowan TV.
And Lara, I couldn't help walk around campus today but see quite a few students in shorts today.
That's right, Austin. It's feeling pretty balmy out, which is pretty sad when it's only 50 degrees. Yeah. But let's toss it on over to Ashley to see what the forecast is. Ashley?
After the beautiful day we had today, it is going to be hard getting back to those colder temperatures. Luckily for us, the warm weather won't be going anywhere in the next few days. Friday morning starts off at 34 degrees, and as we approach midday, we hit a solid 53 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Then in the evening, it cools off a bit to 48 degrees. The weekend will continue to have warm temperatures, but also some rain showers. We can expect rain both Saturday and Sunday. The first day of finals is going to be as gloomy as it sounds. Rain continues into Monday, only coming to a halt Tuesday when we see clear skies and sunshine. Come Wednesday, we will be getting back into colder weather that will make it feel like December again. That's all I have for you here in the weather studio. Back to you guys at the desk.
Volkswagen may have found a way to hide the amount of emissions released by their cars on the road. The company is caught in a scandal in which the EPA has found cars equipped with software designed to cheat the regulated emissions test, specifically monitoring nitrogen oxide. Using sensory software, the cars can detect whether or not they are driving in a designated test area or on the open road. The cars then adjust nitrogen oxide releases accordingly. Nearly 11 million cars are believed to have the software installed. Volkswagen has begun recalling the cars worldwide, and the company's investigation is still ongoing.
Well, Lara, here in Iowa City, the Iowa wrestling team has a big match tonight at Carver.
That's right, Austin, and hopefully they will persevere. But let's toss it over to the sports studio to find out more. Guys?
Thanks, Austin and Alara. It's finally wrestling season here in Iowa City.
And if you remember, it was just a little more than a month ago when the Grapple on the Gridiron happened inside Kinnick Stadium.
And ever since, Iowa wrestling has been surging through their schedule, staying high in the rankings.
The team is currently ranked second in the nation behind Big Ten rival Penn State, according to USA Today.
And behind every ranked wrestling team is a few stories that go along with it.
Many of the coaches will tell you that good teams are the ones that get along away from the games and practices.
The Iowa wrestling team, though, has a couple sets of brothers that keep this group tight-knit. Wrestling reporter Zach Mackey has a story.
Most teams spend so much time with each other here at the University of Iowa, the team becomes a family. Well, the Iowa wrestling squad, there really is a family-like atmosphere as there are two different sets of siblings. Alex and Aaron Myers loved wrestling from a young age. Alex, a junior, and Aaron, just a freshman, both graduated from Southeast Polk High School and have continued their careers here at the University of Iowa.
Having someone that you grew up with, someone that's from the same place, it's just like having other teammates that I went to high school with on the same team.
Another set of brothers on the 2015 squad is Jake and Vince Turk. Jake, a sophomore, and Vince, a freshman, have just about the same to say about the situation.
It's like good because it's like a guy that like push you like not only in the wrestling room, but like when we get home, we always have the extra push.
Head coach Tom Brands knows all too well what it's like to be competing against your brother, as associate head coach and twin brother Terry Brands was on the Hawkeye wrestling squad at the same time. The two both went on to have very successful careers at the international level together.
I was winning an Olympic title. You know, growing up, my brother and I, we would wrestle in the basement. We would wrestle a full international duel. It wasn't a college duel, it was a full international duel. We'd start at 105.5 pounds and go all the way up to heavyweight. And he'd be the Russians and I'd be the Americans, and we'd go at it and keep score. And we knew all the names and all the lineups, and we'd switch names sometimes the second time around. Sometimes we wrestled 2 or 3 dual meets in an evening.
Both sets of brothers started out in the sport of wrestling at a very young age and say that it was a way for them to bond with their brother.
It was something we've done ever since we were both little. He did it when he was younger, so I was like, you know, give it a shot, and I loved it. And it was something we've been able to bond over ever since we were little.
Me and my brother have always been competitive in all sports we did, but we really stuck to wrestling and liked that one and pushed each other in it a lot.
Reporting for Daily Iowan TV Sports, I'm Zach Mackey.
These wrestlers, plus the rest of the team, hit the mat Thursday night against their first-ranked Big Ten opponent of the year.
That's right, Mark. The 11th ranked Rutgers comes to Carver Hawkeye Arena for a Big Ten Conference matchup. The match was originally scheduled for 5 p.m., but is now moved till 7 p.m.
For more on this wrestling, reporter Laura Belanda has the story.
It's number 2 Iowa facing number 11 Rutgers in Carver Hawkeye Arena.
Make no mistake about it, this Rutgers team is underranked and they're off the radar a little bit. And that's the message. We got to be ready to go.
Rutgers currently has 5 wrestlers ranked in the top 20 according to Intermat rankings, while Iowa holds 6 wrestlers in the top 10. Rutgers ranked wrestlers match up with Iowa at 125, second-ranked Thomas Gilman versus 18th-ranked Sean McCabe. At 133 pounds, second-ranked Corey Clark versus 17th-ranked Anthony Giraldo. At 141, an unranked Logan Ryan versus the third-ranked Anthony Ashnall. 157-pounder unranked Edwin Cooper versus 17th-ranked Richie Lewis. At 165, Iowa's unranked Patrick Rhodes versus 12th-ranked Anthony Perotti. And at heavyweight, Sam Stoll versus 6th-ranked Billy Smith.
I mean, they say they're up there. They think they're up there. We'll see. Every time I go out, there's something to prove, whether it's the number 1 guy in the nation or a guy that's not ranked. You know, I always got to prove to myself and my opponent and the country that I'm the best.
But Iowa still has Brandon Sorensen, Alex Meyer, Sammy Brooks, and Nathan Burak stacked in their lineup. Rutgers joined the Big Ten in 2014, and head coach Tom Brands has one message for them as they make an appearance in Carver Hawkeye Arena for the first time.
Welcome into the Big Ten, you know, welcome.
But junior Sammy Brooks, who has a 7-0 record this season, won't exactly be a part of the Scarlet Knights welcoming committee.
They're a team that likes to kind of run their mouth a little bit, and they like what they have, and they're going to come out and, like I said, try and make a statement here. But that's our job to shut that down.
Laura Belanda, Daily Iowan, TV Sports.
After facing Rutgers on Thursday night, Iowa Wrestling will head to the Midland Duels on December 29th and 30th in Evanston, Illinois.
Even though we've steered away from Iowa football on this Thursday edition, the hype of the Iowa's Hawkeye season doesn't go away.
Especially for certain players who competed in stellar fashion this season. And defensive back Desmond King is one of those players.
The junior is currently at the College Football Awards along with 24 other outstanding college football players.
King was nominated for the prestigious Jim Thorpe Award after capturing 8 interceptions for the 118 yards this season.
That does it for Jordan and myself on this Thursday edition.
But catch us on Sunday where we'll find out if Iowa Wrestling was able to remain undefeated. Austin and Alara, back to you.
That'll do us. That's all we have for you tonight on Daily Iowan TV.
Our website, dailyiowan.com, has you covered with all the latest news between now and Sunday. For Daily Iowan TV, I'm Alara Bartlett.
And I'm Austin Love. Have fun this week in Iowa City.